Today we are going to draft this stylish corset jacket with a button allowance. Now to the water. Alright, now to the water, but I'll get my vertical measurement as usual. So from the chest line, from the shoulder line, I'll mark the bust point 10 inches, the waist 16 inches, and the full length of the pattern. I'm making use of the full length of the pattern because it's not extended, so I'll go ahead to mark out my line. This is the waistline and the full length of the pattern, which usually stop at the hip depending on how you want to draft yours. From there, also measure my underbust. Underbust I'm using here is 13 inches. That is from the shoulder line to the underbust. I'm using 13 inches. I'm gonna head to mark it just like I did. So from the shoulder line, I'll measure my shoulder divided by 2, which is 7.5 inches. I'll mark it there, and also make sure the same 7.5 inches at the chest line. This ensure that I got a perfect straight line from the shoulder point to the chest line. I've marked it. Then I'll mark my neckline. The neckline I'm going to use is 3 inches. Then I'm marking 4 inches because I'm going to use one for the button allowance. Alright, so I'll mark it. Okay, that is 3 inches plus 4 inches, which is plus 1 of the button allowance. I'll mark it. Then I'll go ahead to create my shoulder slope just like this. So I'll create a shoulder slope, and our next step is to measure my dart. This is my nipple to nipple measurement divided by 2. So first of all, label the line. This is the chest line, the bust point, the underbust, the waist, and the full length of the pattern. So then I'll measure my nipple to nipple measurement divided by 2. Mine is 8, and divided by 2 will give me 4, but I'm marking 5 inches here. That is 1 extra inch for the button allowance. Okay, so then I used 1 inch for the button allowance. Depending, you can make yours 1.5 or 2. So I'm using 1 inch for mine. So I'll mark my darts that I've mentioned. I'll mark it straight from the chest line to the underbust. Okay, then I'll mark my darts at the chest line. Okay, I've marked my chest at the chest line, and also mark my dart, that is 1.5 inches on both sides at the underbust. I'll connect it from the underbust to the bust point just like so. As you can see, I've already marked the button allowance. So this was recorded when I thought the camera was going on. As this, you can catch up what I'm trying to explain here. So then I'll curve in the darts to the chest line. Okay, the bust point like so. Then I'll go ahead and extend it to the chest line like so. So I'll go ahead and mark my dot to indicate the button allowance. Okay, so then that's just it. So I'll go ahead and create my shoulder slope and mark my dart from the midpoint of the shoulder. I'll connect my dart to the bust point. Then I'll come in by 1/2 inch on both sides, that is from the chest line, and also connect to the shoulder line. Then I'll extend this dart leg to the full length of the pattern just like so. I'll extend the line. You can as well measure it to be on the safe side. You measure the dart taking and extend this. So I'll go ahead to measure the horizontal measurement. My hip divided by 4 plus the dart taking to the center and the underbust and the waist, and also the bust point. So I'll connect it. That is the horizontal measurement. So then I'll extend it. Okay, now that's the real hip horizontal measurements. So the next step is to cut out the pattern. So this is the zipper allowance, and it's usually open, so I'll go ahead to open it up. Okay, then I'll cut out the horizontal measurements and cut out the dart. Then I just noticed that I did not draft my armhole curve, so I'll go ahead and draft it. Just place it at the midpoint and connect it to store at my bust measurement. That's the horizontal measurement of the bust. So I cut out the shoulder line, cut out the dart line, and yeah, this is just it. Just cut out the darts and cut out my corset pattern and the curve. So guys, if you think that this if I'm too fast for you to understand this kind of pattern drafting, you can as well watch my pattern drafting, or especially on corset, how I draft a corset. It will help you to understand this video more. I think I'll leave the link on the description box, where I thought about two different parts of corset pattern. So this is it. I'll go ahead to tape the curve together, and this is the full pattern of the batik. So let's quickly draft the back pattern. So I've already drafted the horizontal measurement, which I need here is the waist and the chest line. That's the waist and the chest line of the full length. So I've marked my armhole line. I'll measure my shoulder line and the armhole line. So I'll go ahead to measure the darts taken. That's the 4 inches allowed for the depth, and I'll connect it to a straight line. So as you can see from the pattern, I've already cut out the neckline with the front pattern. This will enable me know determine the dart measurements instead of measuring it again. So I've marked the dart of the back pattern. As you can see, this does not have a zipper allowance simply because it's a kind of shirt. I mean, it has button allowance, so the zip is totally not useful for us here. So I've marked the horizontal measurement. Okay, that's the horizontal divided by 4, and I've marked it. So I'll go ahead and cut it, and this is all for the back pattern of this drafting. So I'll go ahead to slant the hip line, just come up by 3 inches and slant it like so. I equally did the same on the front pattern. Okay, so this is the front pattern, and the back pattern, as you can see, they are on the same line length. So this is the front and this is the back. Okay, there's balance. And yeah, this is it, just the back and the front. So thank you so much for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Love you.